Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome to You Control You. Already know how we do. Start every podcast off with what I'm grateful for and what they're grateful for. Like always, I'm grateful for God, grateful for family, I'm grateful for everything that we have. I'm grateful that even though in a loss, the the Bears are still alive, and we look forward to next year. At least we made it far enough.
I know it's a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah, no. Let's
I'm a fan.
let's do this every year. Let's repeat this every year now. And I'm very grateful to these women that are with me. So as I've been talking about, this is the episode that I was probably didn't know what to think or what to feel, to be honest with you. Had a lot of mixed emotions about this, but it's kind of my life and I enjoy sharing it with everyone, and hopefully you guys can learn from it. So I'm here with my daughter's mother, Amber, and I'm here with my ex-wife, my son's mother, Sherelle. And yeah, so ladies, what are you grateful for?
Go for it.
Okay. I am grateful for being woken up this morning. That's the best blessing that you can start your day with. Grateful for my life. I'm grateful for the kids. Grateful for both of you. I'm just grateful to be alive, honestly.
I'm grateful for children being healthy and good kids.
Yeah.
Good kids.
Yeah.
You know,
How we did that, I don't know. But
yeah, I
talk about that all the
I don't know
time.
how that happened, but we had some.
I'm taking the credit for that. Now what? Y'all can take credit for everything else.
Don't do that.
So
I'm grateful for the kids and to be their mom.
So this episode is all about, or it's going to focus a lot about co-parenting, because it's something that you always see on social media. It's something that a lot of people live through and go through: divorce, breakups, and there's children involved. And the one thing I think all of us can agree upon is it's repeatedly said, how did you guys do it? How did you guys make it work? And they both had a joke before we even went live today. They said it's because of them. And honestly, I'll say that's probably the biggest start is, and I'll give them, they're just doing their credit. It is because of them. I've been the same stubborn, very driven and very one single focused being. And so to be able to navigate those oceans of a very strong-willed man isn't easy for a lot of people, let alone the women in my life. So to make it work needed two people to, one, figure everything out and get along with each other, and then be able to navigate the waters with me. So it's a lot of kudos to them. And yeah, it's been a interesting ride thus far that we're still on, and will always be on, because as our kids get older, there's more things going on, and eventually marriages and kids, and it just brings everything even closer. So hopefully this episode will help you learn how to navigate through co-parenting. And for the fellas, I hope you learn something in this, and ladies, I hope you learn what it could be like if maybe you did things differently across the board. So I don't care who answers what when we get going. What do you, if you had to sum it up in a short paragraph or whatever, what would you say the biggest thing that sticks out to you of how we were able to make it work and do co-parenting?
Kiara first.
Yeah. Putting her first. And like you had said earlier, somebody played mediator at different points of the time. So so there was always somebody, you know, with a level head.
For the most part.
For the most part, yeah. After,
Yeah.
after we got our rhythm.
Mm. Anything to add?
No, Kiara first. Like that
Mm.
was like
That was it.
I think keeping that in the back of my mind at all times is what usually put me in check. If I was coming up to a level, I'm like, it's not about me. It's about what she needs right now.
Mm.
And that's usually how I would check myself if you were not able to do that.
To check you.
Let me tell you. There is no checking.
I'm pretty
there's
sure I probably have sent you messages.
Yeah.
Check your wife.
Yeah, and vice versa. Like, let me tell you, it's the most interesting and awkward thing to go through. So maybe I should have started with a little bit more of the backstory. So
Yeah.
my bad. I just jumped right into it. Just jumped out the gate. So Amber and I were together, and we have a beautiful daughter. And when she was between 3 or 4, separated, went different ways. And so then I moved. We both moved, and I moved here to Madison. And so that's where I met Sherelle. And I wanted to do things slowly, as slow as humanly possible, as far as having the daughter, as far as Sherelle actually getting to know my daughter on a personal level, as a relationship. So when she first met Sherelle, this is my friend. So, and introducing her as such, Kiara wasn't old enough to figure out that what I meant is this is the person I'm seeing. She just knew her as a friend. And then Amber, if I get the story right, Amber was pretty sure she was going to move to Madison. It was something that her and I discussed. It's like, hey, if you're there when Kiara gets into school, I either move there or you move to where I am. I can't do the week on, week off thing while she's in school, because then I won't see her. And that would just crush me and crush her. So Amber had a job interview in Madison, and I was working. And so she decided to ask Sherelle. And so Sherelle, and that may have been that was probably after.
That was the second time.
Yeah, second time. So
Was it the second time?
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, we went to Richland Center the first time I met her.
Oh, okay.
And then it was Halloween and you had a job interview. And me and Kiara hung out for like 3 hours. It was
Yeah.
great.
You had crayons ready to.
yeah, so that was the
Hannah
introduction. And I don't think Kiara still didn't know. I don't think that we were together. So it was like a slow burning thing. And then when Amber moved, of course, then there was no keeping it from her. So it was just like, hey, this is the person I'm with. And, kind of grew
wasn't
from
dumb.
there. Yeah, she
She was
definitely
4
wasn't
years old
dumb.
and she goes, I knew that was your girlfriend.
So it was just an interesting time, especially for me. My goal was never I didn't want to be like my father. I didn't want to be known as a Rolling Stone. I didn't want to have multiple kids with multiple women and just doing all this. And I was very blessed that my daughter came about and we were in a long-term relationship. So, that made me feel better about that. But then how to make it work and keep all parties together. And I would say the first 5 years were very interesting.
I don't know if it would have been the first 5 years since we separated, or
since with us being together. The first 5 was interesting only because it was navigating school schedule, work schedules, everybody trying to figure it out, everybody trying to get along and trying to keep the peace. And you both hit it on the head. Someone had to play moderator and try to navigate and keep the waters somewhat clean. I'd say the first 10, but the first 10 were a little more, they were bumpier than I would say once Kiara got a driver's license, I would say water started clearing up pretty well.
I mean, I feel like before that, like
Yeah.
it was good. I think like the first couple years,
It was just up and down.
yeah, it was, yeah, just certain things. And then like when I had started dating, and then you weren't happy about that, and so then like I was mad at you because I felt like you were trying to sabotage that.
And that's when I played mediator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't, to be honest, that was one of the times where my ego was out of control. I didn't know how to handle another guy being around my daughter and what that was going to be like, and the influence he was going to have on you and my daughter. And it took what would have been your third relationship, London's dad, for me just not to care. It just got to a point where I just didn't. It was like, I have no say so. There's nothing that I can say or do. I can't impact that house the way I want.
No, so you decided to like take him under your wing. Like, oh, you do video.
Well, that's, you know, there wasn't like
welcome to the family.
Yeah, there wasn't like a mastermind thing purposely. And I was just like, I got not sick of, but I realized that my role was now different. And it felt almost like a father figure role, the way I was being introduced to a guy. It's like, hey, this is my daughter's dad. And you like, it was like a different role for me. It was like, okay, I'm being put in a role where I can co-sign for this guy or not. And what I say might impact certain things. And I gave him ground. It's weird. I gave him ground rules like a dad would. It's like, hey, y'all gonna fight. Y'all gonna do whatever you want to do. Don't yell at my daughter. Don't put your hands on my daughter, and don't put your hands on her mom. I'm pretty good with anything. Like whatever happens, happens. Just keep that.
Even like kidnapped him on a tour bus, and
yeah, like he shot videos. So it was like,
yeah,
he got to shoot a video. He got to shoot me interviewing Diggy Simmons.
Yeah.
Diggy Simmons. So it was like, look.
Yeah, he did music. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like,
like,
it
oh,
fit.
okay,
Yeah,
I can
fit.
hang.
So for
opposed to the first one where you like,
I didn't approve of him, which was the big thing. Is like I didn't know how to communicate that back then, because everything was so. I will say my ego did a lot of leading first. It was like, do it this way. Why do you just trust me on this? Like, do it this way. And I didn't understand that women, it's not always about a lack of trust in the person, as sometimes it's lack of trust in yourself, or not. Also, never having a man actually, I don't know how to put it. I didn't know how to cater to your emotions, either one of you, in explaining something.
But also, I feel like part of it too was like we were together when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
So like I also looked at you like you were there and like helped me groom to the woman.
That sounds bad.
Mother.
That
It does. Sounds
sounds
really
really
bad.
bad.
I mean,
She doesn't mean
I wasn't
it.
a teenager.
She doesn't mean it like the way it comes out.
She was 18.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was. Well,
Yeah.
I knew him before then. Yeah, but like
They knew each other in
Yeah.
high school.
Well,
Okay.
I went to his parties. But anyways, no, I'm
Oh,
saying
bad.
like you
Oh.
were there as just like
You
if
were
we
part
were
of
high
her
school sweethearts.
transformation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like into a woman.
Into womanhood
Yeah.
and motherhood.
So for the people that are just tuning in, we're having an episode where my ex-wife is here and the daughter of my mother here, and we're talking about co-parenting. So I see people commenting and wanting to know what this is, and so there you go. It's yeah. I really didn't know how to cater to your ladies' emotions.
One thing that I find interesting about that whole situation with that particular ex is you said you didn't feel comfortable having this man in your daughter's life and being a part of it and doing all of this. But I don't think ever once was that question how Amber felt having me as a like full-time role
Yeah.
in Kiara's life.
Ego.
Mhm.
It's and
I
it's
mean, yeah, I've met you
Yeah.
previously, but when I actually like talked to you and met you was when I handed you my 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Here,
Like
thanks for
full-blown
babysitting.
trust.
And mind you, like she didn't go stay overnight at places. She was
Mhm.
like with us or
Mhm.
with one of us. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a big thing. And it was
Yeah.
like, if you're in it, you're in it. Like, we
Here's-
don't do the step parents. Like, you're her second mom. Like, she has 2 moms and that's it. And I was like, I'm 22. What?
Yeah.
What did I just get myself into?
Yeah,
But-
and I know for me it was my situation with my stepfather wasn't great, and the thought of another man being in my daughter's life,
Or that.
and again, not knowing how to explain that, not even knowing that that was an issue for me right then, just pure like, nah, nah. It's like I'm the only man that could be in my daughter's life. This is, and yeah, definitely ego, definitely not knowing how to explain that, definitely not knowing how to not cater, but take either one of your emotions into account. Everything was very logic. It was like that doesn't make sense.
That word is triggering.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh my gosh.
You're
Yeah.
not
That's
being
not
logical.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please expound upon that. if you can. We would like to know more.
From which
Everything.
aspect?
What? I
From
just want to get their opinion on the logic aspect of things.
For me, if there was any type of I feel, we're automatically not being logical. Like, that's your feelings. You can't think logical with your feelings. And like, could that be true? Sure. But in that moment, like, I need you to hear me. And that was not happening. It was just like, nope, you're not being logical. We're not having this conversation. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just described it. I just literally described this to the person who's helping me read a book. I was literally Darth Vader, yo. I didn't have time for those feelings. Feelings?
But
Feelings
you
get in the
had
way.
so many
So
your own.
many feelings.
Yeah. I believed I could navigate forward no matter what my feelings were. And I thought, and until it took probably the last 5 years, I thought you two didn't know how to go forward regardless of your feelings. It was like it seemed to stop you. And what I realized is that it's okay to pause. It's okay to take a time out. Like, whoop, I need a time out here. I need to chill. I need like to figure things out. And again, it was not understanding that it's my job to be the emotional safe space for you two.
I need a new prescription. Okay.
What
I
what are you
can't read
trying
the
to-
screen. I was just
Oh, they're just saying they were shouting us out and then asking if it's live and things of that nature. So, the one thing about that word that I find funny though is my daughter uses it.
so much.
Do you know how traumatized she is from that too?
My
It's like Pavlovian conditioning. It's not logical.
yeah, she makes jokes
Oh,
about
poor
you.
child.
She makes jokes about you. She's like, yeah, I'll talk to my mom and I'll just say, you're not being logical. And she'll just look at me and say, you're just like your dad. So it's funny. I would say you would think that my daughter would help me understand emotions better, but it was actually my son.
Mhm.
it was my son who taught me emotions more, and I think I needed it from a guy's point of view because the lack of understanding from a male point of view, like it's not something I seen. He says, "Oh me, ooh, knucklehead kid." But not having a father figure to show me how to cater to a woman's emotions, it came from like they didn't even talk. I didn't see men talk about emotions with women. It was like, this is how we're functioning. This is what we're doing. And so very, very interesting. What mm, what was life? I'll give both perspectives. What was life for you like before London and then after having a mom, which sounds dope, wasn't always dope, and dealing with the father and the way he functions and things while still trying to maintain your life.
I mean, there was definitely ups and downs, like as far as before London, because I had to, like Cheryl said, I was like, oh, you're a third parent, and she always treated Kiara like her own, and still does, and so sometimes I had to check myself and be like, she's a parent, which I mean, I would still argue with you as a parent too. So like, I would argue with her within reason, but then sometimes I would catch myself like wanting to be like, I'm her mom. I don't think I ever did. I have it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I
I was thinking that. I was like, oh, I remember those
Yeah,
days.
I might have.
Those were bad
So those
days.
behind me. But I mean, I never like actually thought that um because yes, I'm her mom, but so were you. And so I just had to like check myself sometimes and be like, she's her mom too. I need to let her make these decisions with her too. Sometimes I think the whole like I'm her mom thing is when I felt left out.
Yeah.
Um not that you were trying to take over mother being the mother, but just that I was feeling left out. I would be like the same emotions like if you were to do it, like school shopping,
Mhm.
like, oh, I want to be involved.
Mhm.
And then that quickly went to, oh, thank you for getting that done.
Yeah. I feel like that was
Yeah.
a big up and down too, though, because and now that I am on the other side of things, I get your perspective so much more. And like, okay, a lot of people don't know this. We work together.
Yeah. Our second
It's
job.
our
that we worked
second job
at.
working together. But when I started at my job, we were having a conversation and I was like, yo, I'm sorry. And she was like, for what? And I was like, I could have handled things so much differently from a stepmother's perspective. And like being in it at that time, it was always like this tug of war, like, oh no, you can't do this. No, I'm gonna do this. Da 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 da. And like, if I were you, I would have slapped the shit out of me, like on some of our situations. Like honestly, like I sat back and just reflected on all of the years, and like it was really good for a long time. But like, what the hell, Sherelle? Like there was some fights that I had with you that should never have happened, honestly, and that was ego. Like,
Yeah.
and it wasn't necessarily, oh, I'm better than you, but it was like, well, this is our family and we're gonna do this and da da da. And like, was it intentional? No. But I felt like as her second mom, I felt like I always had to be better and like prove something.
Oh, yeah.
And it was that fear of like, yes, I'm her mom, but at any moment she could be ripped away from me and there's nothing I could do about it. And like I still have that thought. Like Kiara's a grown ass woman. She's about to be 22. And at any point she could be like, thanks, but I'm done. And like that is like,
Yeah, but she never
I know
would.
she would
Yeah.
never, but that's like this irrational fear that I have.
Yeah.
And I feel like I was fighting that a lot. Like that was a huge
Yeah.
demon of mine. Like I always felt inadequate somehow. So I had to like prove myself all the time. And yeah, that was.
Yeah.
See, listening to both of you now, I know exactly how to answer all these things. Honestly, I didn't know how to even combat it at that time or understand it in the way that you two are understanding it. And listening to you both go back, I think about so many fights that you two weren't having necessarily with each other, but having each one of my ears. And I'm just like, and I'm thinking, like, explain to you, yes, you're her mom. Yes, she knows you're her mom. We're not trying to exclude you. We're just trying to get things done. You're her mom too. She's never going to leave you. This girl loves you so much. And I didn't know how to just shut up and listen and just say, I could probably say it better, but really quick, just, yeah, your feelings are valid. That makes sense. I understand where you're coming from. That sucks that you feel that way, and just go and not go along with it, but definitely validate. Isn't that what people validate your feelings? And so and let me explain to all men out there, if you're struggling with that, obviously you're listening to me. You're not the only one. This isn't something that gets taught to men very often. Women validate each other all the time while they're having 10 separate conversations at once. If you listen to women talk, they can literally talk over each other, interrupt each other, and still validate each other. And it's like, how are you managing this chaos right now? Two guys talk, it's on the same topic until they both change the topic, and there's no validation going on. There's not like, oh, that's a great point. You really no, there's none of that. And so it's something that you must learn if you want to maintain a above average relationship with a woman, especially when it comes to co-parenting. Wow,
I went off track a little bit.
It's strictly on point. It's amazing to listen to you two talk about it now, and thank you for sharing
18
insecurities.
years will do that. So 18 years of growth will do that.
Yeah.
So what about? I mean, I don't know if you gave your answer basically piggybacked off hers, or what were your thoughts, or what was life like for you during that time?
Coming into it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess people don't really understand how we all met either. Like it was my brother's birthday party, and he was performing with an artist. She was there just to have fun, and I was there to perform. And I was like into you, but I thought you guys were together.
Hammer me. No. I'm kidding.
Actually, like back up a minute before I even like you and I met at the bar and we're like taking shots together and dancing. Like I didn't even know that you guys were like linked at all. Like we were just two 22 and 23-year-old girls in the club. Like, and then like later in the night, I saw you guys and I was like, oh, they're together. Okay, fine. But I'm still try.
Yo.
And then I saw you again at another show, and she was like, "We're not together. That's my baby daddy." And I was like, "Bet."
You want his number?
So we like.
I do not like that term.
So, like, we had a side friendship before the parenting thing started, and I think that helped a lot. So like coming into it, I was like, yeah, this is just fun. Like I was really young when I really think about it. Like we were all really young. We were 22, 23, 28 when we all met. And it was just, for me, I was just like, cool. Like I was raised in a blended family in a sense. And I was raised with we don't do steps. So like when I got put into that role and I met Kiara, it was like, I'm all in. Like, there's
Oh, I see what
no,
you're saying. Yeah.
there's no going back. Like,
And mind you, it wasn't like
we weren't a throuple.
No, we weren't a throuple. Also, she wasn't like, oh, we're super cool friends and I'm gonna start messing with her baby daddy. Like
No.
we knew each other at parties, like
Yeah.
or at the party, like took some shots together. It wasn't like
Right.
we had numbers or anything. You know, we weren't. It wasn't that.
But
sort
that
of
was like the
situation.
start, and it made the transition a lot easier for me. Like,
Hmm.
because we had that level of comfort before him and I really took off in a relationship. So like I
Like,
think
you had validation. That,
yeah, and I think like that foundation was there, like in our friendship, and then we were able to grow. And like by the time you moved to Madison, you guys weren't on good terms, so like I was able to play that mediator, and like
yeah.
we just built the foundation that way.
Man.
So for me, it was a whirlwind. I will say that, because you guys were already in this parenting thing for 4 years, and then I'm just like, all right, we're doing this.
Yeah.
So it was a lot. I went from being 22 in my first apartment to having a full-fledged family,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, okay, we're doing this. But it was fun.
Yeah, I seem to do that.
And then you had Isaiah, and then it was like-
Yeah, like it was literally a year and a half. Like my life just.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think I got to see how dope you really were when Isaiah came about.
Mhm.
Me?
Because yeah,
oh my god,
because
the bond that I had with Isaiah, it's just like even like when I saw, oh my god, I have the chills. So when I saw him at basketball training this over the summer, and then he was just like, hey Amber, and gave me the biggest hug, and I'm just like, oh my god, like he's just this grown boy. Like I loved that boy so much. He was just the sweetest thing.
You were his TT.
Oh my god, I just love him. He's just such a good kid.
he's,
I love you, Zay.
he's putting up emojis right now. I don't know exactly what they are, but he's putting up emojis to that. That honestly,
Aw,
I
that's
knew
my cousin. Hey, Em.
I knew who you were. There were so many things internally for me that clouded it. It just for me, so many things that I just didn't let go. But when watching you wanting to be in Isaiah's life, I was like, oh yeah, she's kind of dope. That's what's up. And I don't know, it was the coolest thing. And I really didn't, for me, I never seen anything like that. I've seen some women find a way to get along and sort of make it work and do this co-parenting thing, but I've never seen the ex want to be involved so much with the new child.
You had
And-
you guys had a baby for me that I can give back.
So that was definitely kind of cool. That showed me a different side. And well, then how was it for you when London was born?
I'm gonna back up 1 second because I want to
Mm.
piggyback on what you were saying. I specifically remember there was a period in my pregnancy that we didn't talk for like 3 months, like you and I. It was the fight over the dresser.
Oh,
Like that's how petty we got into a fight over a dresser, you
I
guys.
don't remember it.
Anyways, so I was pregnant. We didn't see each other for like 3-4 months, and we got engaged at that time. And you were like, "Can I come see your ring?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's fine." Like, and you came to the door, and like that's when I had started showing, and you were like, "Oh my god!" Like that's when that bond started, and I'm gonna get emotional.
Aw.
my true appreciation for you after I had Isaiah. Like, I was in the pits of hell with postpartum depression. And you were so supportive. And you would take him overnight. You would keep him for a couple days. And like, I always knew my baby was safe. And like, I can never thank you for that. Like, enough for that. Like, I will, like, so that's that part. When Amber got pregnant with London, I feel like I was in a really weird headspace at that time. And like, I wasn't able to be as supportive as I wanted to be. Because I was going through my own depression and things like that. And for me, I feel like it's a missed opportunity. Like,
I mean, I had a lot going on too.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I had to.
That time
move,
period in
yeah.
life was a lot.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
so-
mean, you were definitely supportive because,
Yeah.
like, when I didn't have a place to live in Madison,
yeah.
but I was working
Yeah.
near, I would come and stay at
Yeah.
your house, you know. So, like,
Yeah,
later.
that's true. We had our sleepovers and things like that. I think that's one of my biggest regrets is like, I feel like we all kind of dropped the ball at that point. Like, our close knitness kind of started to linger. But I think that had a lot to do with where we were in our relationship, where she was in her life, like things. We were always connected for Kiara still. Like, we still did the birthdays, the holidays, things like that. But like, when it was just Kiara and Isaiah, like, we were through and through. Like, we were in there. Like, we had sleepovers, we had dinners, like, we did all of that. And then life just kind of happened and it separated a little bit more. And it was like, oh, might come over here and there. Or London spent the night a couple times, but it just
That was my guy.
yeah.
London is my guy.
Mock.
Yeah. I love my son. London is my guy. He is
Yeah.
always my guy. Always. It's the same thought process. Like, I have a picture of Isaiah on my shoulder on the couch over here and London laying on my chest. I'm like, that is the life. Like, I get to roll and get to have fun with both my guys. It was like, I don't know, it was super dope. It's interesting listening to you ladies talk about this stuff now. It's I would encourage maybe I won't do it this way. I'll do it this way. What if you had to be okay with another woman being involved in your daughter's life? What advice would you give to a woman that's in your scenario?
To let go. You have to let go of that, of the full control. You know, like, with you being a guy, it's easier to have control over certain things. The dress she wears, how she does her hair. You know, like, you'll be like, whatever. You know, a woman would be like, well, I think she should wear this. I think she should do this, you know? So, like, just let go and, okay, we can lay out the options and let her choose, and it is what it is. And just respect her as a mother. But that's saying it in our situation. It's not always
Right.
that easy because the other woman could be a lot more forceful.
Yeah.
You know, like, she could have a lot of animosity towards her, or towards the bio mom. Like,
Bio mom.
That's what
Like,
it's.
no,
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
mean,
I like
I
that.
almost said real mom. I was like, bio. You know, it's not necessarily real mom because.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I am so grateful because there's things that I didn't even have to do because Cheryl did it for me, you know? So, and I don't feel robbed of it because if I wanted to talk about tampons, stuff like, I mean, she like learned in school,
Yeah.
but I mean, it just depends like where she was at that certain time. I always knew that she had a mom wherever she was, even when you guys separated and you moved out, her days at her dad's were at Sherelle's. You know, like that's so I just like respect as a parent, I guess.
Ooh.
Being on the other side.
Yeah. I have a totally different perspective on this as an almost 40-year-old than I did as a 25-year-old. There needs to be clear boundaries in place. Can those boundaries change over the years? Yes. But I think that's where we messed up in a sense. Like, there were no boundaries. And that, in my opinion, caused a lot of unnecessary heartache. And I'm a very, like, for me now, if I were to go into that role again, I would place that boundary of like, no, I'm not the second mom. Like, I'm your stepmom. I love you a lot, but I don't think I would get as deep in it as I did. Not to say that I wouldn't love the child as much, but looking back on it, I feel like I should have stepped back more and let you guys lead in parenting her. And yes, I can give feedback, and yes, I can have my say, but like, the way that I saw it back then was like, hell no, like, she's my daughter too, and I have a say in this, and it doesn't care, and da 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 da. And like, I was fighting for what? Like, so to me, I think if we said that, like, and I think I did that with Abby, with Isaiah, like, as his mom, these are my expectations, and I think she has expectations as well. And it wasn't easy with her in the beginning either, but we figured it out a lot easier than we did. So I think just having those clear boundaries on all levels would have made things a lot easier. So that's,
Yeah. I'm not sure how that actually, I do know how they could have happened. I don't think it would have happened during that time because of how I moved and how I still move. I'm very old school, as I guess you could say, as it's my job to lead in a certain way, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to nurture a child in the way a woman can, and it's still my way of thinking in a lot of regards. And it's like, you're the mom. I want you to be the mom, and it didn't matter if it was you or another woman. That's how I look at it now still, and it's how I looked at it then. The only difference now, I would say, is Isaiah was older
Yeah.
when Abby came along. So there were already things in place, and his mind was already set a certain way. And also, he's a boy. For me, with Kiara, it was important for me to make sure that she's got two moms that are showing her a path here two different ways in some regards. Like, and I was okay with that because I knew at the end of the day, neither one of you wanted her to be pregnant as a teenager in an abusive relationship, not doing the best, like any of the things that could happen to a young girl. I knew that's not what you wanted. I don't know if boundaries could have been in place the way you're describing right now with me during that time. I think what would have happened is it would have been maybe more conflict with us, and maybe the relationship wouldn't have grown into something because just two different wants at that time. And so I get it. I understand it. I'm saying me at that time, I don't know if I would have went with the program. Because even when you wanted to pull back sometimes for your own betterment, that was an issue for me because it was like, you're her mom in this house.
Yeah, but at that time, like we're like 10 years in, like there's no backing out. I'm saying
Yeah.
in the beginning. Like I can be Kiara's mom in our house without stepping on Amber's toes.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah,
Like I feel like I crossed the boundaries as a stepmom because I was seeking that validation.
Mm.
I think there
that's
was
what I
like
mean
I
by
one
got you.
time, I think it was like her kindergarten pictures, and we were arguing. I braided her hair, and I can't remember what we were arguing about.
It was second grade.
Was it second grade?
And was it? Well, she had braids. In
Yeah, I
kindergarten
think
and-
so. Like I had like braided like half her head or something, and then we were arguing about something, and then you're like, well, but then she was at your house before school. She's like, well, I'll take the braids out.
Pettiness.
Yeah.
Like, and what
Didn't take them out. She
I
didn't
did
take 'em
not.
out.
Her kindergarten pictures have the braids.
what makes it worse is that all three of us are petty at different times,
So petty.
and it's yeah. And honestly, a person doesn't change, and so I recognize my faults more now because I know I can't change. What I've done is just try to put filters in place
fair.
beforehand. Where y'all think me and Kiki? Oh.
Well, obviously him.
Clearly
Obviously
him.
Mind you, we are all Geminis.
All of you are Gemini?
All
We
three
are
of
all
us.
Geminis.
Wow,
And
And
Isaiah.
And
Yeah.
Isaiah.
that's explosive.
Mhm.
What with that being said, why not why, how did you two, maybe a why, how, whatever you want to put in there, deal with me? I'm a handful now.
You know how many times I would just bypass you and just message Sherelle? Most of her life.
Yeah, I enjoy that. Like, let me tell you, I enjoy it
Most
when
of
I'm-
her life. Let's coordinate this. I'm going to message Sherelle.
So you're talking about planning. Those are the good, like, that's the way I would want it, because I don't,
The moms are the organizers. Let's just
yeah, like if you go through me,
Well, even
I'm
when I
gonna
was
forget to
pissed
tell the
off
other
at you,
person.
I would
yeah.
vent to Sherelle.
Yeah. So what's the question exactly?
So-
they, how
How do we deal with him?
yeah, how did you, because I know I'm a bulldog now. The
Mhm.
difference is I have filters that 90% of the time keep me from going to war, keep me from like my way or the highway type thing.
Which I guess I can't speak on like right now. I feel like you've lightened up that a little.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I specifically remember one little spat, and you were like, "Oh, Big Shaw, whatever King
Yeah.
Shaw says is the way that it has to go." And I
Yeah.
was just like, those words have come out of my mouth too. Just
Yeah. Like,
Whatever.
it's like, yo, and in my mind, even now, in my mind, yeah, because at the end of the day, it all falls on my shoulders. Like if something goes wrong, terribly wrong, I have to pick it up. If someone hurt, what happened to the dude that even thought about putting his hands on you?
He did put his hands on me.
But who is the one that approached him? If a man put it, like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's my job. And so I didn't understand how to not be a boss and how to properly lead.
Yeah.
I knew in my mind, it was just
Yeah.
like, this is what I say, this is what goes. That's being a boss. That's not being a leader.
Yeah. You ran our family very much like you ran your business.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Corey, that's bogus. That's bogus. Yeah, yeah, kind of. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Logical. No feelings. Logic. We need to eliminate half the population so we can survive a good life.
No,
Like,
there was many a times that I would come at you like, why are like stop, like with Amber.
Yeah.
Like there was many a times that I was like, no, like we're not doing that. But there was many times you had to do the same to me.
Ditto.
Like we all
Ditto.
checked each
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
in that way. Like I will say, like there was never a time that all three of us were just like bumping heads. It was always two of us and the other one was like, y'all come on.
Mhm.
So that balance was always really good. But why did we deal with you? That's a great
how?
question.
Like, really,
we leaned on each other a lot.
Yeah.
because to be honest, even this last text message about Isaiah in school,
Mhm.
that took a lot of work to be able to word it in a way that I was hoping it would make you feel included.
Mhm.
Because in my mind, duh, you're included.
Yeah.
Why do I have to validate your feelings on this? Why do I have to let you know that you're included? Why do I have to, like, what are you?
Yeah.
Don't you know?
And that's one thing like that I can reflect on, like, and probably why you've said I didn't like feeling left out. Like we would make decisions and then bring it to you like, oh, we did this. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
So then we had a situation with Isaiah and he was like, yo, we're going to do this, this, and this. And I was like, hold on. Like, excuse me? And I was like, I need you to back it up. Like, we're not going to do anything. We could talk about this. Like, but don't bring it to me in a sense of like, we already did this and now we're just including you on the back end. Like, no, we're not going to do that. We did that to you. And I recognized that. And that's when I was like, this is where she was. Like, this is
Yeah.
how she felt. And I see it now. So when you brought that text to me, like, I didn't question it because you were like, yo, what do you think about? It wasn't, yo, this is what we're going to do. So, like, just changing that little part of the sentence makes that much of a difference.
Can I tell you how
We
hard
talked
that
about
is? Yeah. Like,
That presentation
Mm-hmm.
is everything.
Mhm.
how do you do a presentation?
Well, this isn't about me.
No, I'm just curious. No, just out of curiosity. Like,
I've
And-
gotten better over time.
it's such a hard thing.
Especially through text.
Yeah, because I don't think there's a tone in text.
But there 100% is.
There is a tone in your head.
In your
I
head.
mean,
It's-
like,
it's-
But
you,
in
you
your-
pick your own
Exactly.
tone. Yeah. Yeah.
You pick your tone.
Yeah.
So it's, and what I would, if there's, I don't know what women are listening or what women will listen to. I'm not saying I'm not saying you got to sweep it under the rug. What I would say is give us guys some grace because we don't get taught to communicate that way.
Neither do we. It just happens.
Because it's natural.
No, because
for
we're
women.
conditioned that way.
So-
Like women in society are conditioned to be, this is what you're going to do. You're going to be nurturing. You're going to be the mom. You're going to do this. And boys are like, you're a boy. Go have fun. Go get dirty. You have to do this. You're the man. Blah, 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 blah. Like society is conditioned that way. And I feel like we've done a really good way of balancing that for Isaiah. Like Isaiah has the emotional intelligence at 15 and a half that
Yeah.
you didn't have till you were like 40.
Yeah.
Like
That's why I
because
said he
we-
opened up a door.
yeah, like we allow him to feel. We allow him to be himself. We allow him to explore life a different way than we were all like he's been. And Kiara, she's not your typical emotional female. Like she's been,
Did you ever tell him when I was tearful like a couple of months ago?
yes,
at
I
work?
did.
you? I was like,
With the London situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I talk about it on here often. I do. It's part of why I mentor. It's why dads are important. It's like
yeah, but
you can't-
it's not even just the dad thing. Like, Kiara is amazing.
Mhm.
She had the three of us. Yes, London has a dad in his life now, but he doesn't have a second mom. You know, like, so I was like, I just hope, you know, I can raise London to be like Kiara. And or not like Kiara, but like as
Well-rounded and-
well-rounded, yeah, good and
Yeah, I would say
and
for women, it's nice that Kiara had two moms. She
yeah.
didn't. I don't
remember
think he
London was
needed-
little one time, and he was like, "It's
I
not
want
fair."
two
Kiara
moms.
has
Yeah.
two moms.
for, and maybe because I am a guy and I'm a dad, but I also see the proof because of everybody, like all the kids I work with so much. They all have moms. Well, you know what? 95% of them have moms. Work, they're in their life. They don't have dads. And the one thing I can say is the three of us have dads. all three of us didn't have a dad in the household with us from birth until 21. And I think that really impacts how you're developed and how you're coming up. And I would say it's why Isaiah is built a little bit different. And if you doubt if London's a good kid, just look at him.
No, I know he's a good
He's
kid
a
now,
great
but
kid.
He's gonna be a teenager, and those are the crucial times of
Yeah.
it. I don't know.
But he's got a dad,
Don't
but he
doubt
has
yourself.
yeah, he has
I
a
know.
man in his life.
Yeah,
And that's
but
and
not a second mom.
that's why I'm saying teenage boys I think need the father figure around more than they need two moms.
Yeah.
I will say I don't know if a young man he'll be fine with two moms, but boys are naturally like if they have a good mom, they naturally are mama's boys forever. It's the father figure, the mentorship, somebody in their life that can guide them. It's crazy that way. So what do you ladies have questions? I'm sitting here just thinking of questions or saying what I have already, or thoughts.
I think so we had so many ups and downs throughout the years that lasted hours, days, years,
Mhm.
I think when you two were having tough times, I think that also had, you pulled away from me too. I think just for your own mental health, but we always came together as a family for holidays, birthdays. And we always put all that aside and no matter
we
what
could
was going on.
go the whole year without speaking, but damn it, we're having Christmas together.
Yeah.
Or we're having our Thanksgiving together.
Yeah.
That was
I
Kiara
think-
never had to feel like, oh, I have to go with
choose.
Dad this
Yep.
year. Oh, I have to go. We always had our separate day.
Mhm.
Amber would have Christmas Eve night. We would take her home. She'd wake up Christmas Day with us, and then we'd celebrate together at some point. When she was really little, we would actually have them together.
Yeah, you guys would come to
Yeah.
my house Christmas Eve,
Yep,
and then I
she
came
would
to
come
your
over
house
Christmas Day.
Yeah.
It was always
Yeah.
together. And I think that's been a really big change for me. With
because
your
it's
new
a
marriage,
separate-
because
yeah.
Abby's family lives in Minnesota, and the first 2 years after the divorce, you came Christmas morning and then it just stopped, and I'm like, the hell is this?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was that was
Um,
taxing. That
yeah.
was interesting.
Yeah, and it I'm not gonna lie, it still bothers me. That's one of the things, but I talked to my mom and she was like, Sherelle, you guys aren't, you and Amber, it's a new life, it's a new marriage, you gotta let it go. And I'm like, but I don't want to.
Even this year, because I knew Isaiah was in Minnesota, and I was like, hey,
yeah,
what are you doing Christmas Eve? You
she
come
invited
over?
me to her house on Christmas. But it's it's I had to check myself, and just because this is how we did it doesn't mean that.
That's a tough thing.
No
Oh,
lie.
wait.
Yeah, he said that.
You
Yeah.
said-
Just because we did it this way doesn't mean that that's how it has to be now. and I have to be okay with that. And that's, yeah.
It's definitely different for me because because we made it function, I was just like, okay, how hard can this be? And getting into a new relationship and getting married, and then having to understand that, oh, what we did
It's not
was
normal.
abnormal because my wife's parents got a divorce and didn't speak to each other, and everything was separate. Everything. And for a very long time now, they do Christmas together. Like he literally comes over, her father comes over Christmas morning, and everybody does Christmas and opens gifts together. And then it's Christmas with his family later on in the day, his side of the family. So it's like, but it took them a very long time to get there. And the big thing is, I think, being in Minnesota, and that's a drive. And yeah, the first 2 years I couldn't even bear the thought of not being around the kids on Christmas morning, seeing them open gifts. It was Christmas Eve, go to sleep, get up at like 1 or 2 in the morning, leave by 3 to get back to Madison by like 5 or 6, be there before kids open gifts and things of that nature. And I was just like, oh man, I'm old. This is taxing on the body. And so, man, yeah.
But like, at what point do you just stay home where your kid's home is? You know what I'm saying? Instead of like,
Yeah,
like
an
as an
eye for an
adult.
eye.
So like I did Christmas with my parents the weekend before because,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and I think once Kiara got to the age where
her first apartment.
no, even
You
before
were
that,
hurt.
even before that, it was once I realized that she's doing exactly what I would have told her to do, which is go to Anthony's mom's, go do this. That's, to me, that's being a good wife. That's being a good woman. We're not your only family anymore. Once I started seeing that, I was like, oh.
Well, I think her first Christmas in her apartment, you wanted her to come to Minnesota so badly.
Yeah.
But she's like, it's my first Christmas.
Yeah.
It's our first Christmas, or her and Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even now,
in her new place, like,
she's not going to break up that routine.
No,
she's not going to. She wants Christmas Eve with your family. She wants Christmas morning with Sherelle. She wants Christmas Day with Anthony's family and mom.
Yep.
She wants one day around that time to be with Grandma Teresa and that side of the family. And Dad, whenever you book it, if it's a week or 2 or 3 weeks out, let me know. Make sure there's food. I'll be there. And so, and it was, yeah, that, and I knew that going into it. And even this year or this past year, knowing that this is probably the last time Isaiah's coming up there, because next year, like this coming year, he's going to be here, and then he'll be like 17, and so he gets the choice, and he'll be driving, he'll have wrestling, he'll have other things going on, other commitments, maybe a girl, and that'll change everything. Because yeah, so knowing that and trying to think ahead and navigate that one, I'm not even sure how I'm gonna navigate. I'm gonna be blessed this year. I'm not going anywhere as far as I know, because Abby's family, they're going to Mexico. Her mom's paying for everybody to go to Mexico for all inclusive, and I said I can't leave my new gym for a week in the first year. That doesn't even seem feasible to me. I think that's when she realized that, yeah, work comes first sometimes for me. And so it was the first time she actually had to see that. But yeah, holidays are interesting.
Yeah. I think for me, and this is just me, like, because I'm so used to us, like, I wish for the sake of everybody, Isaiah, Kiara, Anthony, all of us, like, I wish we were able to be more melded in our new co-parenting situation as we were. Like, I feel like there's still a disconnect, and that might always be the case.
With what?
Like holidays and things like that. Like, it just doesn't mesh as well. Like, we just automatically knew, like, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, we're at our house.
Oh yeah.
Like, Christmas during this time, like, we're here. Like, it doesn't flow as well as we did, and maybe it's because we had so much skin in the game by the time it really came down. But
I think, yeah, kids being older.
mhm.
I also think it's because like our families will do
Outside days.
yeah, like they'll come to us.
Yeah.
Abby has a
Right.
larger family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And it's already
that's
hard for-
probably
yeah.
different. Yeah.
And it's already hard for them to even make that happen. Like, not all the like one of my brother-in-laws couldn't make Christmas because he was working, and like it's so hard to navigate all that. And so I do enjoy Thanksgiving though. I'm glad Thanksgiving tradition is back. That is
Yeah.
nice. It's nice to have at least one thing. The other thing is, I think we had time to, because Kiara was 4,
Right. That's what I mean. Like,
there were so many birthday parties and so many little things that just like it made it easy
right.
to build that. And then all of our lives were connected. When you really think about it, that the business I was building,
Mhm.
everybody was friends with everybody that we did
Hey Dan.
business with. Amber knew all about hip hop events, and she was coming and she knew the people involved. You knew everybody. So it's like if we had a Thanksgiving and Uncle Pakal were there and Karen was there and then all these people were there, everybody knew each other
Mhm.
already. Everybody was already part of this life.
Mhm.
4th of July is everybody was together. Hip hop events, we were together. And it was like everything was so soldered and melded together.
Intertwined, yeah.
Yeah, that
We were connected outside of the family. as well.
exactly. So that made it really, really simple on top of the ages of the kids.
Mhm.
Now it's like you two are connected more because you work together. I'm out on an island and like Abby knows everybody because she's so involved with the gym.
Mhm.
She's involved in the gym the way you were involved with hip hop.
Yeah.
So the difference is that you were also involved in that world,
Mhm.
coming to shows and doing things, and that I think made the biggest difference. I think if Kiara was still fighting or training, I think it would have helped meld the 3 of you ladies a little bit more, because Kiara is the baseline here.
We're making faces.
You don't think so? You don't wait, what?
I wish Abby was here, honestly, because I would like to get her perspective on everything.
That's too much.
No, I think it would have been a good-
Yeah, bro.
No.
What are we doing here?
Yep.
You mean let me just remove myself and ask questions?
Yeah, you'll be all
Yeah,
right.
let me just sit where you are and I'll ask questions.
And this is like, this goes into the title, right? Like, ego ruins co-parenting. When you guys first started dating, there was something that she said that sat with me and like left a very sour taste in my mouth. And after that, I was like, because she was like, I'll meet them, but I'm not about to be a part of this whole like mom group thing. And you told me that. And I don't think you like intentionally, like, you were just like saying it in passing. And I was like, excuse me, like, what do you mean? Like, so then I felt like it was like a us versus her type situation. The ego, right?
Oh.
She was coming into it as a young single girl who didn't have kids, didn't know anything about it. She grew up the way that she did. Her parents were not intertwined the way that we were. And she was like, this is some weird shit.
Facts.
Like,
Mhm.
they hang out, they go to the bar together, they grab lunch together. Like, I don't want to be a part of that. Like, what is this?
Yeah, because this is our second job too.
Yeah.
How old was Kiara when we worked at UHS? I can't remember.
10.
10. Yeah.
Mhm.
So we worked together at UHS and we had
Yeah.
our lunches and like
Even before that, like, we both worked for UW. Like, we were in
Oh,
different
yeah.
departments.
Yeah.
Like, this is like, technically we've worked together majority of the time that we've known each other.
yeah, I guess. that's weird, but-
So like, we were really intertwined with each other. So then like, here she comes as the outsider, and we're like, fine, don't hang out with us then. Like, but like, I wanted us to have that because I knew Abby before you guys got together from the gym, and like, I even like was a part, like, yeah, take her out on a date, like, she's a great girl, like, do that shit, like. You're like, this is weird.
I think that's exactly what I did. I'm like, what the
I'm like, you know
hell?
that Abby? Yes. See, it's no. So like, I was like, great. Like, we're intertwined because of the gym. Like, I know her as a person. She's a great person. Like, this is gonna be great. And it did not go the way that I expected it to go in my head. And like, her and I had that same like battle. But we got through it. I think it helped that, you know, I was in my 30s and not my 20s. Like, if
Can you
if the
imagine?
battles that Abby and I got into happened in the stage that Amber and I were, like, we would have been like physically fighting. Like, there's
It
like,
wouldn't
you would have been
physical
holding
fighting.
somebody back.
She would have just disengaged completely.
Yeah.
The difference is like, I think
No, I'm saying on my end.
oh,
Like, I would have been ready to fight.
Amber's psycho enough to deal with it. And
Mhm.
like, what they didn't mention the first time they hung out at a bar or whatever is Amber also threw chairs and stools
That
that
was the
night.
second time.
Or second time. whatever.
Oh, you were at that
So
one?
Yeah.
yeah, that
that's-
was the one. Yeah. I think that's when I asked her if she could braid my hair. Is a
Yeah.
second one.
You
And
asked
so
me? Oh no,
That's
you asked.
her.
Oh,
Yeah.
and so it was and I think you need
yeah,
a
he
level
had hair.
Mm.
I think you need a level of craziness and be willing to go down that crazy lane in order to deal with some of the things and put up with some of the things, especially during that time.
Mhm.
And so it's funny. I think now she might be crazy enough to deal with it because she's had
So
to
is
live
it
with
you
me.
that
Yeah,
makes
it's
it
oh for
worse?
sure.
Clearly.
Like, I don't mean that in a bad way, like an ego thing. It's just like I know I'm a handful.
I think we're all handfuls in different ways.
yeah.
And we just know how to handle each other. And
Mhm.
like, she had to find her place in that,
Yeah.
and like how to handle it. And like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
this is different.
the way
Yeah.
her way of handling me now is a lot better now, like now than before.
Mm.
It's like I think she's learned, like, if you take a certain tone with me, if you do a certain, like, you're not going to have the response that you want. On top of, hopefully I've grown and learned and tried to become better.
Mhm.
And really what's helped is also, like I say, Isaiah, it is Isaiah, but then watching you two are kind of gangsters now. And so, oh, we know. So it's fun to watch you two get along so well now. And not saying, like, there doesn't seem to be bumpy waters really ever. And
Well,
so
yeah. I mean,
We
I don't.
have
we don't-
any reasons.
Yeah.
so it's a lot of fun to see you guys get along so well. And
And like with like me and Abby, I like I don't have to deal with her
Co-parent.
co-parent with her. Yeah. So like I've never.
it's
had
way
an
easier. Yeah,
issue.
you two get
But
along
one
instantly.
thing I do recall is when you were dating Molly, and
Mm.
I was like, yeah, it was your fight, and I was like, messenger. I'm like, yeah, we can chill, have a drink, blah blah blah. And then Sherelle got there first, and she told me about the stuff that she had said to her, and I was like, okay. I mean, like we were cordial at that time, and we didn't hang out. We were just cool at the time, and I was like, I don't care
Your face.
what level Sherelle and I are on, you don't talk to her
Yeah.
like that's my daughter's mom. You
Yeah.
don't talk to her like that. So then I did not meet with her. I ghosted her and then I sent her a message and like
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, because she made a comment. I forgot. She made a comment about being fake or something to Kiara, and so I was like, "No, I'm not. I was not being fake. I changed my mind. Like you don't talk to my daughter's mom that way. Like I
Yeah,
had no
people-
idea that all that had went down.
People didn't realize, like, even if we're not talking, like, if you say or do something, like, we're riding
Right,
hard
yeah,
for each other.
yeah,
Like, it
yeah.
doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah,
I could be so mad and we don't speak for 2 years, but you ain't
don't
saying
say
nothing
anything.
about
Yeah,
it.
I can.
Yes,
I
but you better
can.
not.
Right.
And that's
See,
Like-
you two grew. It's funny because you two have grown such a sisterhood.
yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to Abby is learning now how to have that with women outside of her,
Her family,
sisters.
because she had
'Cause
sisters.
she
We
grew
had
up with-
we
brothers.
didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she grew up with 4 sisters.
Yeah.
So there's 5 of them. So she's learning how to have a sisterhood outside of that
Mhm.
now with girls with women at the gym. And
Yeah.
so like that's basically what you two had and developed over time is like a sisterhood that
Yeah.
nobody could really break because what you just described. Yeah, we may not talk with each other, whatever. Like you not coming at
Yeah.
Yeah.
what? And so this is so
Yeah,
dope
I
to
think it
listen to
helped
y'all
with
talk.
Abby too. Like there was one spits I remember, like I literally, it was like I saw her breathe for the first time around me. We were at a football game and we were talking to another mom, and she was like, "Which kid is yours?" And like she was like, I like," and I was like, "This is Isaiah's second mom," and she was like, "Yeah."
Aw.
Like she had
Yeah.
that moment like, oh yeah, like she didn't know how to answer in front of me, and I'm like, no, like you're Mark's wife, like you're Isaiah's second mom, and like I will always look at her that way as well. Like she puts a lot of time and energy and emotion into Isaiah and like raising him up, and she's a, I mean, how long has it been now? 4 years. Like
And I'm sure it's hard. Like you stepped in at 4.
yeah, she stepped
but
in at
like
11.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
going on 12. Like that's
Yeah.
a bit, like especially a boy at the, like, oh my god. So like I think for
No, he was
her to
10.
finally,
It was right at the end of the year of
I'm
20.
saying like when
Oh,
she was
yeah.
really in his
Yeah.
life, like he was 11. You guys
Yeah,
started dating
yeah.
when he was 10, but like you did the whole slow introduction thing as well. So you guys had already been together 6 months by the time they
Yeah.
were actually together. There was that, and then there was a situation where like he's being his assholish teenage self.
Isaiah?
And
Would
I was
never.
like, girl, you better check him. And she was like, but I was like, no. And if Mark's not around, you better call me. Like, I got your back. Like, don't ever think that like you have to sit here and fight with him. And like, no, like you're his parent. Like, I got you. And then I don't know if she told you, but her and I had a conversation about being married to you. And that was like a bonding situation for us. So like we've had our conversations.
What's it like being married to me? What's that mean? What's that mean?
You know how you are. No, it's just your quirks that you have, little things that you do or say. And I was like, yeah, I feel you. Like, this is my situation. And she was like, oh, like, I think it helps to have somebody who, and I think that helped with us, like, somebody who's been through it.
Right.
You hear this, Corey? It's like surviving Mark. Like you hear this? Like
Oh, I hear it.
Next up.
No, but that's
Man.
the thing. Like, when things are good, they're great. But like to have somebody who understands how you can be, like where you go mentally sometimes. Like,
Bro,
But-
I can't be Captain America, B.
to have somebody who understands that from such an intimate perspective. Like Amber had that with you. I had that with you. Like, so like that's a support in and of itself. Like, because going to your friends and your family and saying something negative about your spouse, they will never look at them the same. And they
Oh,
will
yeah.
forever judge them based off of that. So to have, and not saying like she leans on me and it was just one conversation, but you and I have had a lot more. But to have somebody who understands
Without judgment.
without judgment and has been there with the same person and can give an outside perspective, like that's valuable information to have.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you're acting like that, because you told Abby to call me and ask me on certain things on how to deal it with you, and I'm like,
Hey, no, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at the conversation. It's just like it's
yeah,
like surviving Mark for real.
no, it's not. Like, being married to you isn't hard. It's just figuring out that you're actually a lot easier than it seems.
Yeah, I'm simple.
And you are, but you're complex in your simplicity, and that's
Let's be logical.
I don't say that. I try really hard not to say that anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't heard it in a while.
Yeah, I really try to understand emotions, even though they don't make any sense to me in those situations.
That's just your little piece of tism.
Yeah, it's crazy. No, you know what? Listening to you both talk made me think about something that I really, and I think I've done it before, but maybe not. All three, including my wife, all three of you have allowed me the space, the grace, and put so much belief into me to grow the businesses that I've grown. There's no way I could do what I've done without you ladies stepping up and carrying the weight when it came to the kids. Getting Kiara here, getting Kiara there, doing this, picking her up, taking Isaiah here, dropping Isaiah off, being there at certain times, doing all these things. I can't do what I've been able to do if I don't have that. That's what stops so many people, is just trying to balance that schedule. I wouldn't be able to do this, well, probably because he's old enough now, but even doing this podcast, before we went on air, like Abby said, when she goes to Costco, she might drop Isaiah off at your house if that's what he wants to do. That's something I don't have to do. She picks him up after school because I'm at the gym working. There were times where I would have business meetings or a hip hop show, and you two would balance out the schedule, and like everything was kids first.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was kids first. And it's something that I wish more people did. When you have kids, it's not about you, it's about them. And you've been able to allow me to build dreams while also putting the kids first. And there's no thank you is the only thing I can say, but that doesn't ever feel big enough for what you ladies were able to do for Kiara, Isaiah, for our entire wolf pack, yo. Like, it's crazy when I look at Kiara's birthday party and I describe that to people. Like, yeah, Amber's, well, now I don't think you were married yet, but now husband was there. Sherelle's there with Isaiah, and Amber's husband's daughter's there, and like Kiara's boyfriend's there, and it's like my wife is there. It's like, it's crazy.
I will say that has scared a few people off. Like, in the dating world for me, I'm like, yo, this is a situation. So
that's a crazy situation.
If you can't picture yourself in this picture, like, it's not gonna work. And like, I specifically was dating somebody, and I was like, look, my ex-husband, we're not together, we are not physical together, but that's my best friend.
Yeah.
Like, we might get together and have coffee or lunch, or he's gonna be at this event, or this is gonna happen. And dude was like, I'm not cool with that. And I was like, then you gotta go. Like,
yeah, I called
if there's
Mark
no
growing
them,
up all
like,
the time.
there's no me.
Yeah.
Like, it's a package deal. Like, we're a family, and if you can't fit, like I say, if you can't sit in that seat right there, like it's not gonna work. And maybe that's why I've been single since we've been divorced.
She's still getting over surviving Mark. The trauma is still there.
I've had relationships, but like I don't feel comfortable bringing somebody into my life that is going to be like, I don't like you having this relationship with your ex.
Yeah. It was really like, it wasn't hard for Toby, but he's just like, it's just so weird.
It's weird.
Yeah. Cause he's never,
well, Toby's first impression of me was not probably the best one.
Because when he went to threaten the guy that put his hands on me.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Toby was right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See, but that's what made it so much better too. Like you and Toby were friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like,
and like he had never like been, with someone that he could trust.
Yeah.
Either. So
yeah. And I also I remember when you guys got together, like that was probably the easiest meeting out of all of them. And like he was like, Toby's cool shit. And like with the other ones, he's like, oh my God, like here we go, but I'm gonna support it. But I have my thoughts about it. But like Toby was the first one that he was actually excited after coming home and like meeting him. So like the fact that you guys are married now, like that says a lot, right?
Yeah, men know men, yo. Like just trust in us. I have one last question and then we could wrap this up. If you can give your kids advice on how to navigate this, how to handle it, and or what you learn from it, what would that be?
Speak up. I mean, I think one really positive thing that Kiara had was she had someone to talk to about it, like, and had trust in the other. If she argued with me, had a problem with me, she could talk to you and have a woman's perspective. Vice versa. If she had a problem with you, she could talk to me. And obviously, like, unless it's I would listen, and unless it's something crucial, just brushed out of the water. But just for her to be able to be vocal about it and not be scared to talk about it, I think that that helps. And on my end, I wasn't like, oh, that bitch, like
you did a couple times
to her, not to her,
no, not
to her. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay,
like not to her.
Yeah.
Like I hit a lot. I think I hit a lot of that. Like I was pissed off, but then I was like trying to reason with Kiara or like give her a perspective that made things okay, and then maybe I would message Mark.
Yeah.
This bitch.
No. I would say, I had a thought and then I lost it. No. Definitely never, like what you were saying, like don't bring the negativity to your children.
Yes.
Like even if you, and that's with any co-parenting situation, it doesn't have to be with step parents, anything like that. Like that's one thing that my mom, I will kudos to her, because my dad was not present and she never once said anything negative about that man when I was growing up. Like I was able to form my own opinion. So keep the kids out of it. Like never let them see that part of the relationship.
To this day,
like
Kiara has no idea the bad times. Well, I don't say no idea. She she has no idea some of the arguments that we've had or feeling. Yeah, that's what I mean.
And then also like don't lose sight of self. I think a lot of times like you get so wrapped up in parenting and like trying to make everything work, but like don't neglect yourself and all of that. Like you can't pour from an empty cup. So like if you're struggling with something and you're just bearing it all, like hurt people bleed on everybody else. So like always put yourself first, always put your marriage first, because if you're able to do that, like the kids are always good. So
Oh man. Corey, you usually have some kind of question or thoughts. You want to flick on your mic and you got anything to add or anything
Isaiah
before we
has a
get up?
question too.
Oh wait,
I
pick
got
me
you,
up,
but
pick me up.
I'll text you.
I thought he was trying to get spanked in chess. I think if I answered that question, I would say I concur with everything that you two said, and I would just go back to the title of the episode. Put your ego to the side. I've learned this now at 45. Putting my ego to the side gets me a lot further and allows me to lead in a way that's better than to always have to be right, always have to assume that I know best. Because that's not really the form of a leader. That is being a boss. In some situations, you should be a boss. When you're dealing with other people that you want to follow you, it's better to lead, and sometimes, and actually a lot of times, get their perspective only if it's to allow them to feel like they're part of the team. Even if that's not the direction you're going to follow, they feel a part of the team and they're more likely to support you and follow you through the flames. It's something I'm still working on to this day. Sometimes I want to just say, this is what we're doing, this is how we're moving, and damn it, get out of my way. And that never ends up.
No, never.
I will get my way after I've burned the entire thing down, get my way, and now I have to put everything back together when I could have just did it differently. And like with the text with Sherelle, worked hard at doing it differently. That was the
ChatGPT.
hardest.
How can I put this
No,
in a woman's tone?
All I did was like, how could I ask this to my wife and it'd be okay? So now I have like a wife filter, as I call it. I don't always follow it. It's like, how can I not upset if I say this, would this upset my own wife? Yes. Don't send this now. Do not send this. Do not send this. Abort mission. We're not doing this. We're not allowing Thanos to come out to play. Let's be civil and learn how to negotiate this.
I will say you've gotten like, it's funny for me to see it. Like Abby and I had got into something and we're going back and forth in the group chat and all you said, whew, it got hot up here.
Yeah.
Like he just let us work it out on our own. Like I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but like for me, like her and I were going. And then it was like, I want to say it was like the next day, like he was like, well, that was fiery. So in today's episode, like
yeah, I've learned. I mean, because I've learned because of YouTube. What
I don't think there was really like group
y'all
chats.
would be no,
we didn't have group chat.
y'all would beef.
Yeah.
When y'all would beef.
Yeah.
This is how it would go. Y'all would start beefing, and then out of nowhere, I get a text or a phone call. She did, and I'm like, yo, what? Slow down. Explain this to me. Okay. And if you hit me up first, then I'm already irritated because I'm like, why? Because you would tell me what she said, and I'm like, why would you say that to her? You know it's gonna bug her out. Like, why are you doing that? And if you hit me up first, and it was like, yeah, yo, that's what I was dealing with. Word, like I'm so serious. Like,
oh my God.
And so what I've learned from that is what I would do is exactly what you just said you would do with Kiara. And it works with kids, it doesn't work with adults. I could listen to you and try to give you another point of view. I can listen to you, give you another point of view and say, no, it's not meant like no, but neither one of you felt supported by me during that time, where all I need to do is like, oh, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. That really, man, that sucks. I understand your feelings. Yeah, it's understandable that you feel that way.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you feel like you've been validated and heard. I didn't say once you were right. I just said, yeah, that's understandable. And if I went back the other way and did that shit, now if you and my wife get into it, it doesn't happen often, but when y'all do, it's like validating feelings. And then she's like, I'm thinking about, I'm like, now if you say that, she is going to respond this way. If she responds this way, I am going to have to hear it. If I hear it, I'm going to be cranky. And like, what's the point? There's no reason for it. What do you have to gain from it? Like, let's think outside this. But I'm feeling like, you know what? You're right. It's understandable that your feelings are like this, and it calms everything down. That validation thing, like, I don't get it. It works with women. I don't understand it. It's cool. It's fine. Whatever works, I'm with it. That's being a leader. That, to me, that's being a leader. Now, Corey, before we get off air, what do you have to add, sir?
I want a part 2.
Oh my
Adam.
God, no.
That's what I want to add.
Hey, we can take some notes.
There's
bring notes.
There's you know what? That's fine. Abby can sit where I'm sitting, or one of them can sit where I'm sitting. I can just sit over there.
Isaiah had a question
Then
too.
you can't get smacked.
Why do I need to get smacked though? I got
Yes,
smacked.
but bring the
Bring
kids.
the
He
kids.
said.
That we don't have a
That's
big
just-
enough room.
That's just too much.
Oh, no, we
That's
could,
just-
because
Oh.
we could use the other studio, and then we can go on the couch, and then
That's-
actually I can get
This
everybody.
is too much.
That would-
This is what the
I
Evans
am
family.
curious and see, like, hear some of Kiara's.
Point of view.
Yeah.
I had her on air.
Well,
It's
but
not
it's
the
not the
same
same.
though.
She was. Kiara holds no punches when it comes to me. Kiara is more vicious than y'all. Kiara's like,
That's what happens when the
Yeah.
Taurus is raised by 3 Geminis.
What's
Yeah.
your question, Isaiah? Isaiah has a question.
hurry up before we get off air, kid. And I want to thank everybody for joining us. I want to thank Jeremy for dropping a rose. Oh, wow.
Oh.
What were y'all? Isaiah's got the best question of it
Each
all.
other's kids.
What were y'all's favorite memories of each other's
Mm.
kids, dad included? That's a great question. My son is a G.
I already have mine, so I can go first. So Kiara has many, many favorite memories in my head. Like I met her when she was 4.
Oh, Kiki's
Hurry up,
here.
Kiki. Bring it. Hurry up.
So with her, I think
She asked, "Who's the best kid?"
Stop
That's
it.
Kiara's.
So with Kiara, I think like what really got me, it was our first ride, like the first time I met her, and we're driving to Richland Center, and she's like, "Dad, I'm hungry," and I was like, "Oh, I have a granola bar," and I throw it back there, and she's like, "Dad, I'm bored," and I was like, "Here, let's put this movie on," and she's like, "Dad, I'm thirsty," and I like had I had everything in my purse, and she was like, "What kind of magical purse do you have? Oh, you have everything." And
That's
then
so
like
cute.
I was just trying to like break the ice with her, and I was like, "So I have a niece who's like 4 years older than you, and she really likes Hannah Montana," and she was like, "You know the Hannah Montana?" And I always said like she was completely quiet that entire time I met her,
Lord.
and she has not shut up since the moment I said I liked Hannah Montana. She never shut up. Kiara is the biggest chatterbox of anybody in the entire family. That's like
Nice.
one of her best qualities, honestly. With London, I think my all-time favorite memory is him and Isaiah with the play dog, and he's
Oh,
like
yes.
barking at him, and like London's just cracking up, and it was so
Like
much fun.
the big old
Yeah.
belly
Yeah.
giggle.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Briella. She's
Being the
just
one to help me
sassy.
start nursing.
Yeah, honestly. We didn't even talk about that. Like going back on like how we've been in each other's lives. Like I was a postpartum nurse, and Amber was having a really hard time with Briella, and like I went over there and like spent an hour
Nursing,
with
yeah.
her and helped her with nursing.
Yeah,
and
because
things
even like the
that.
lactation consultant didn't help.
So like that's
Yeah.
how deep our relationship
Yeah.
goes.
Her hand, my boob was in her hand.
Yeah.
I was nursing, and she's like, "No,
You have
hold
to
it
do
like
this.
this."
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite memory of Zay was probably, I mean, we have pictures of it.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the black dress,
Yeah.
and I am
like tickling them and holding
yeah.
them up.
holding him up and tickling him, and he would just like nuzzle his
Yeah.
head. Like when he would stay at my house, he slept with me. Like
Mhm.
you know, he That's my baby.
Yeah.
That was definitely my
Um,
baby.
I think, did I give you that picture? Like she's in glasses and he's in her face. Like it's not, but
if not, then
it's
that's
fine.
fine.
But
Yeah.
just to show how far back it goes, but maybe not. That's me
Oh,
in
that's
London.
you in London. Yeah.
I may not have sent it over.
Oh, okay.
I didn't send him every picture.
Well,
Well, like I said, there was
Or,
some like y'all tongues almost
cartoon.
touching. Like that didn't seem appropriate.
we'll do it on camera right now.
YouTube will say no.
I mean, definitely when we were like drunk at the bar, you know, we did a little, let's kiss, let's make a show. Free shots.
And now onto the memory about the kids. Honestly, the picture where London is like on my chest and Isaiah's there, I didn't know if I was gonna have more kids, and
Mhm.
so London became like the second son, and it was like cool. And I just assumed the three of us were just gonna be road dogs and like play football, play ball, play baseball. Like we're just gonna do all the sports, and this is what life is gonna be like. And so that's probably the one that sticks out the most. But seeing London all the time, like I love that kid. Like I see him all the time, have fun, play. Your daughter, Briella, like I just like scaring her. Like that's fun to me because she doesn't know what to do. She's like, I'm not around big dudes with a big old beard. And like she did Thanksgiving, she was much better. So it's like, okay, she's getting older and she's realizing it. I think when I think about Christmases and I think about Thanksgiving and I think about all the things, the birthday parties, and just seeing the joy on their faces, like
They
shit.
know no different.
Yeah.
That's how I know I did something right as a dad, because they don't know anything different. They know this is family, and they know you ride with family no matter what. You have each other's back. You go to war over it. And for me, not having my dad and having the situation with my stepdad to have what it was, to have that means everything, because like the normal thing is if a guy has multiple kids with multiple women, he must be messed up. And to know that that's not the case, and to know that the women that are in my kid's life are all great women on their own without me. They're all super dope, super smart, super motivated to do things and find a way to make it happen. On top of putting up with my Thanos asshole ways. Incredible. And those are some of the memories that always stick to me, even now. Even like football games where you and Abby are there, like psh, that's dope. Who you show me a man on the planet that can have all three women in a room supporting the kids and nobody's beefing. For me, that's dope.
It's us.
Yeah, I take it like it'll be y'all. I'm just saying those are some of the best memories.
Our joke, though.
And all my kids are my favorite kids. Big head.
Good answer.
Yeah. So thank y'all.
Depends on the day.
Thank you for rocking with us. You control you. I'll talk to the wife and see how we can put that together. That's that. You know what? It seems like it would make me uncomfortable, and it will. It'll be, I think, even more uncomfortable for her. But we'll see if we can do it. It's not a lie, Kiki. All my kids are my favorite. So thank y'all for joining us, man. You control you. We out.